Right. Bring the meeting to order on August 7th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. Pledge of allegiance, stand.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Ben Stokes present.
Andy Duncan present. Sharon Spears present.
Josh Hawkins present.
Carolyn present.
Jason Dugal is present.
Lori Houston present.
Everybody's got a copy of July 3rd regular meeting minutes. We have a motion for approval.
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes for July 3rd, 2025.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and the meeting minutes for the special meeting on July 24th, 2025. We have a motion to approve them.
I'll make a motion we approve the special meeting minutes for July 24th, 2025.
Second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We don't have anything in old business. New business. We are, under that, we have PC 25-004-ZA-Phoenix Brother Properties rezone. Petitioner is requesting rezoning of property at 11 East Main Street from Community Facilities, CF, to Downtown Mixed Use, DT, for the purpose of commercial development. The property contains 0.15 acres and is located at the southeast corner of East Main Street and High Street. The applicant and owner are Phoenix Brothers Properties. If I have any questions or discussion about it.
I mean, yeah, just in
I'd
general.
like to know, I mean, yeah,
Well, the difference is CF means it's church and all that stuff. Downtown mixed use is everything else that's downtown.
I know that. Thank you.
So technically, the only thing that there's only select few things that they can put in there as a CF.
I'd like to hear what he's thinking about.
And it's in the petition right here. And basically, he wants to rezone it and
Do some interior.
Do interior
stuff.
and make it for a tenant build out, basically, correct?
Are they speaking for you?
What's that?
Are they speaking for you?
Yeah. I'm just reading what's in the paperwork, Cookie.
I know.
That was
I'd like to
submitted.
hear what you want to say.
I was gonna say, I mean, I was just reading from his petition.
Right. Okay.
All right. Well, maybe I can answer some questions if there are some. So my name is Kendrick Davis, part of representing the Phoenix Brothers Properties. It's kind of a family-owned venture. Yes, so first I would like to say thank you to Deborah, the contractors. She's who I've been dealing a lot with, as well as Miss Lori and Miss Pam for putting up with me, going through the process. But yeah, so we have purchased building from an investment standpoint, want to be a good community, member, allow for a tenant to come in to bring whatever they would like into town to kind of help, the growth of town, and to, be just a part of Main Street in Jamestown. Everybody involved in Phoenix Brothers goes to church here at the Jamestown Church of Christ, so we're in town a lot with family and that sort of thing. So, the main part obviously is getting it zoned, so we can do something with it, first and foremost. And then the building does need a lot of maintenance to it, a lot of repairs, done to the building, to the exterior, the masonry, the roof, the HVAC. We're in the process of trying to get that converted over to gas, as far as for efficiency, for tenants and that sort of thing. And then we, just to be frank, we're running into a little bit of an issue with people that are interested, but the rent rate versus the repair and purchase rate in town isn't the best ratio. So just in full transparency, the backup plan B, once everything is done, is I own a real estate company as well as a construction company and a property management company. So plan B is to potentially just occupy the building as far as offices go. I know I've gotten a few requests for people looking for just kind of an office space to rent, get the office out of the house. So during the day, they don't feel like they're, stuck in a cage at home and that sort of thing. So kind of exploring some options, we've had some good feedback from everybody in the community that we've talked with and that sort of thing. So our goal and intention is just to be a good neighbor, in a good area, in a good part of the community, however we can do that.
Are you going to start fixing it up before someone buys it or leases it?
Yes, so before we started anything, we obviously wanted to make sure we could get through the zoning process, through the rezoning process, to ensure that, everything will be good there. And then, once we're past this phase and everything is good to go moving forward, we'll start on those major repairs and upgrades. We're ready to go. We're ready to press go. We're just, like I said, just trying to follow the line. Same thing with trying to get something put on the sign out front because it is it's very bright and I think it looks horrible. But before doing any of those things, just trying to make sure that we're following the rules. So yeah.
So, what people have asked, what do they want to do?
So with that, most folks do not, we're kind of borderline NDA type stuff as far as, not wanting to disclose, who they are. I'm not saying like, Walmart's trying to come into our building or, there are certain things that I have been told by ownership that they would like to see in preference to other things, as far as what things are going to provide an opportunity for growth and support in the community that's here and the community that's coming. You know what I mean? So that is something that is kind of at the core of the why behind purchasing the building. It's not just, let's buy something, not maintain it, get as much money out of it as we can from whoever we can, So, it's a very long-term investment into communities.
Anybody else have questions for him?
I've got a quick question. So your parking lot is something that's kind of very commonly used right now. Do you have thoughts on that?
Yes, they stem from, really the biggest issue with the parking lot we have is the liability that we have with it being on our property and being used mainly by North Salem State Bank and Next Central.
And if the time came up, we had another conversation here on the farmers market.
Yep, absolutely.
That hasn't
Yep.
been an issue so far.
Yes, yep.
By the way, thanks.
Oh, no, absolutely, and that's the biggest, North Salem has been amazing, but that's where we bank. All of my business and personal is done through North Salem, and so they've been absolutely amazing. Do we need to leave? Every time I walk in, like, you need to move a car? I'm like, no, I'm just here to deposit, checks. But the biggest issue really is the liability part of it, when the parking box is already destroyed, what happens if somebody slips and falls on it? So, we don't, short of putting up a sign, private parking, who's going to enforce it, right? We don't want to be that neighbor that puts up bollards and chains and, blocks everybody out. That's just not, beneficial. So I think once we can figure out, if a tenant comes in place that is going to be heavy parking, we'll have to address it then with kind of the community members. Otherwise, if it's going to be a lighter use, our plan B is to put, our real estate office in there, and construction office, and we just have a few people. We'll probably put up a couple of signs, for just us kind of saving some spots. And then we would probably look at having some sort of agreement potentially with, the bank or another entity that wants to use it, just simply because that's the biggest issue, is that liability issue. And then the wear and tear, we got a quote on resealing, because it needs resealed, it needs restriped, so where does the $3,500 come from? That sort of thing. So, yeah, so that's something we're, conscious about, but again, have no desire to come in and, cause any problems or anything like that, so.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for asking, yeah.
Anything else? No. Yes, I'll entertain a motion for the approval of the petition.
Make a favorable recommendation, or make a motion to make a favorable recommendation to the town council for the rezoning.
I have a second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed.
Thank you very much for your time.
If there's any announcements, so Cookie.
I move we adjourn this meeting.
Okay. All in favor?